our lifetime will be our homes, which for the most part, we have to, that's a big amount of money, so we do have to borrow to be able to, get a home,
But you have to look at how you're borrowing to buy that home.
okay?
Are you buying a home that you want,
Or one
that's out of your reach,
the one you can afford,
or are you borrowing the one that you need? Everybody needs a place to live.
right?
So is the home costing you substantially more than rent? You gotta start balancing stuff out.
Right.
The problem that people got into with the housing crisis is that they bought homes that were way beyond what they could truly afford
Okay.
because they wanted it.
But what my point to that was now, it's pretty much 90% of the nation, or probably the world, needs help from a lender to be able to purchase a home.
You do.
But as long as you're setting up a plan that you can make payments and you're gonna have this paid off in a certain amount of time or less, then you're okay with that.
Well, you are, but again, you have to look at it as, you have to live somewhere.
Right,
So that money would be going out for rent
right,
in some form or fashion. So you have to go to God and ask for wisdom in that area.
right. Okay.
How much can I really afford?
Yeah.
For this house
Should I
purchase.
purchase this? Gonna put me in trouble or not?
Right, should I purchase
Right,
this? Should I
okay.
purchase the second home that I don't really need?
Okay.
Should I, and the other big problem that we see is not only, we understand the home and the housing crisis right now, but at the same time, how many people are in trouble with credit cards?
Right.
In extraneous, other debt. How many people use their houses, the equity in their houses, to buy other things? Because they kept borrowing and borrowing, not the house to live in. You have to keep the house in focus. The house has to be, okay, I'm purchasing this as a place to live so that down the road I won't have a house payment, I won't have one more to rent. I'm supplying a need,
All right.
okay?
Mhm.
All right, the next one is, the other way we serve mammon is by not paying a fair wage.
Which verse are you on?
Genesis 31:1.
Okay.
Jacob heard Laban's sons complaining. Jacob has taken away all that was our father's. He has acquired all this wealth and honor from what belonged to our father. Laban tried to cheat Jacob. He didn't pay him a fair wage for his work. Most of you remember the story of Jacob, that the price that he was actually paid was his wives, if you
Right.
remember. And he tricked him. And
Ripped him off.
ripped him off, that's it. He didn't
Free
give him the
labor.
woman he thought he was paying for. Understand that you must treat those that work for you fairly. Otherwise, you're serving mammon and not God. And you might say to me, well, Pastor Linda, I don't own a business, so this doesn't apply to me. Well, do you have a babysitter? You pay somebody to wash your car? Anybody that does
Give him 50 cents.
that, somebody that maybe cuts your grass for you, anybody that does a service for you,
He hasn't been doing a good job either.
anybody that does a service for you, you have to pay them a fair wage. If you don't, you are giving over power to mammon again, so that mammon is going to have control over your life because you tried to hold on to that. Another way to look at it is any kind of service that's offered to you, even in the family setting. Maybe you don't appreciate the way your house is cleaned or the food is being cooked, and you complain about it. That's the way make your face at that. Don't complain about the preparer or the one that's cleaning. Be thankful and treat that person well who is doing a service for you, whatever that service is. Amen. On the flip side of that, if you happen to be the one that's not being treated fairly, that doesn't give you the right to not do a good job.
No, pay.
You have to do a good job anyway. You trust God that He'll make it right. Just like He made it right with Jacob. Believe that in faith. That He will make it right.
Well, that principle is definitely running amok because half the people out there working aren't working right.
Well, that's my next one. My next point is how many people out there are just working just to receive a paycheck? If you're working just to receive a paycheck, mammon, that's who you're serving. Colossians 3:22.
But what do you mean just to
25.
pay a paycheck? I don't get it.
That you don't care what kind of
You
job
don't care what kind of
you're
job you're doing.
Okay.
doing. Yeah,
We'll go into it. Servants, obey in everything those who are your earthly masters, not only when their eyes are on you as pleasers of men, but in simplicity of purpose, with all of your heart, because of your reverence for the Lord, and as a sincere expression of your devotion to Him. Whatever may be your task, work at it heartily from the soul, as something done for the Lord and not for men, knowing with all certainty